Peace, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. This is Money Bag Monday. So I'm getting ready to do a reading just to see what's going on with you and your financial life, your career, your self-employment. This is strictly about your abundance, honey. Okay, so this is something new. I did do it maybe a couple of weeks ago, but time hasn't been permitting me to be able to keep recording to this capacity the way I got my schedule set up, y'all. But I'm showing up today, right? So we're going to see what's going on. Of course, flip the roles as you see fit, because I may say it's your energy, but it's somebody else's. Don't force it to fit your story. If it just doesn't, it's not for you. Okay, so use the spirit of discernment as you're viewing this video. Okay, the first thing that comes to your mind, or the first person that comes to your mind, intuitively, that is your answer. Also, if you want a personal reading, I keep the link in the detail box below this video. The personal readings will be exactly for you. These are collective readings. I'm tapping into everyone's energy, so the whole story may not be yours. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, now please hit the like, subscribe, and share button if you feel in my vibe. Also, let me set my intentions before I get started. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this collective money bag reading. I ask that you protect us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you. Close the gates to anything that's not in alignment with the divine's will or the purpose of this reading. I thank you that no weapons formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for giving me the message that will help my collective overcome some of their financial issues and overcome themselves. And also, I'm asking that you will help me to deliver a message where they'll be able to utilize the laws of attraction and understand what's going on in their financial life. And so it is. Okay, so I got 3 cards that are already out because I started shuffling previously before, but I had an interruption. But it says conscious consumer. Okay, and then I have positivity, faith, and optimism. And then we have donations, tithing, and charitable work. Okay, so this is all on how you can create abundance for yourself, right? This is telling the universe, hey, I'm open to receive more when I do these things. Okay, now let me see something. Let me pour water in this plant real quick because I got an incense in there and it smells like it's burning. The dirt must be dry. But with the conscious consumer, it's basically saying here that you have the power to heal and help the world, right? By just making a decision to purchase products that are ethical and environmentally friendly. Okay, so it says, as you shop consciously for products that are good for the world, you single-handedly make it a better place. This would include buying fair trade and any ethical made products where the workers are paid in living wage and safe and kind conditions. So you can do organic, non-GMO, and chemical-free products that support the health of the environment and all beings who work with or consume them. Being a conscious consumer also means shopping at locally owned farms and stores whenever possible to reduce the carbon footprint of transporting items and to support families in your community. When you give money to companies that have value you believe in, your purchases lead to a kinder, gentler world. This card can also signal a need for you to be creative in reducing your expenses. Question whether an item is really a necessity or is it an emotionally impulsive purchase to fill an emptiness that can only be addressed spiritually. You are to be congratulated for being a conscious consumer who is aware of the connection between your purchases and planetary abundance and well-being. And with the positivity, faith, and optimism card, it says here that you open a doorway to a positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay, and from the book, I do feel led to read it, so I'm gonna go ahead and bang it out real quick. But from the book, it says, okay, this card is a reminder that God and the universe are on your side. The only block has been worry. Okay, so a simple shift to faith will result in a positive shift in your abundant flow. If you need to pray for help in lifting away worries and replacing them with optimism, do so. Remember that God is your source of everything and is watching over you and your loved ones like a caring parent. The universe or God however it resonates for you, also respects your free will choices. So if you have been making negative statements about your finances, then heaven won't interfere. Trust that the infinite wisdom of God's divine intelligence and creativity already has all of the solutions for you. You'll receive these solutions as ideas and intuition when you relax, and so are better able to hear the inner voice of God. Positivity in particularly useful when trying to manifest more abundance. Money is simply energy, and we want to attract this energy to us. Just as we are naturally reluctant to spend time around negative people, money is more likely to surround positive people. The same goes for any other type of abundance. For example, if you are trying to manifest an abundance of health in your life, speaking and thinking positively about it will have a much larger effect than negativity. The energy behind these positive words and thoughts can change any situation for the better. And of course, we know with donations, tithing, and charitable work, when you give joyfully to an organization or to people who you spiritually support, and that inspire you, right? You know that your generosity will be returned to you many-fold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So, of course, I don't tithe, into a church like I used to, but I tithe back into my community through my time, right? Like now, I do my videos, I work on my YouTube to tithe back. I give back into you guys on that standpoint. If I'm riding down the street and the little dudes want to clean my windows, I don't want you to clean my windows, but here, take a few dollars. Like, if I'm feeling led to give, I'll do it that way. When I'm purchasing something at the supermarket and it's like, do you want to round it up to $1? Okay, yeah, I'll do it that way. So that's in ways how I give back to the universe. It says this card reminds you that giving and receiving are two sides of the same energy. If you felt stuck lately as if your efforts aren't being rewarded, then it's time to reverse that energy flow. We often become blocked when our focus is solely upon receiving and what can I get. To turn this around, focus upon how can I serve. One way to open up the flow of abundance is to give away what you like to receive. So in order to have more time, volunteer for a worthy cause. To get more love, offer it to others. To manifest material items, donate some articles to charity. To receive money, make a financial gift as you are divinely guided. Tithing is the practice of giving 10% of your income either to a spiritual or religious organization that you are a member of, or to a charity that you feel is benefiting the planet. Tithing is essentially a recognition that all forms of abundance come from the divine. By returning a percentage of your money back towards God through support of spiritual organizations, you are declaring that your source is not your job, your government, the economy, or your family, but rather the Creator. When you acknowledge this spiritual truth, you unlock barriers to abundance and allow the infinite flow that is intended for us all. The key is to give with a joyful heart without expecting anything in return. God and the universe will ensure that the energetic output is balanced in the best way. So you needn't worry about You needn't worry about reciprocity. Thank you. The more you open to giving and receiving, the steadier your flow of all forms of abundance will come in. Okay, and again, thank you guys for all of you who tied into me, who give to me. I do get the pop-ups from my PayPal from here and from time and time, that says that you guys are giving to me. The only thing that I don't like about PayPal is that I can't respond. So with Cash App, I can hit the heart button and let you know, like, oh, I received it. Thank you so much. I can't really do that, but I have been receiving some stuff from you guys, and I definitely appreciate it. I do have people who message me directly through my Gmail account, so I love it too. I definitely am someone who will respond back to you guys. I am not the one that's just going to glance over your stuff and keep it moving. I like to be very personal with my community, so you got direct contact to me. There's no other people that you talking to but me, so that's why I'm so grateful for you guys, and thankfully, you guys are very patient with me because I am one person and I'm trying to basically juggle a whole life here, but at the same time, I'm still trying to give back to you guys in so many different ways. So I'm definitely appreciative of all of your support and everything you guys have been donating back into my community too as well. And even just you viewing this video, that's why I was like, subscribe, and share. Even you just viewing this video and hitting the like button is an energetic exchange. Okay, even if it's not financial, you subscribing, energetic exchange is positive, right? Even the comments, that's why I'm always big on, though, if you got a negative emotion, or if you're feeling negative about something or not in agreement, don't leave it. Don't nobody want that negative energy being projected back into the community, to me, okay, or even to anyone viewing. And I don't try to be, not so aggressive about it, but energy is very real, okay? And when you got people who are trying to do things to uplift you guys, try to keep it positive, okay? If you're feeling a trigger and you're feeling that emotion that's coming up inside of you, then you need to ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? It's not something that you should project off onto other people, okay? And this is why I'm here, to help you guys to overcome or even to heal in all aspects of your life, okay? And that's why I'm like, let's focus on our money, honey, because I know, what I'm saying, even with my financial life, I have not been I'm good at it. Let's just put it that way, okay? But I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm doing all of the conscious things that I need to do to have a good relationship with my money, okay? And I went to my messages from your angels deck, and let me tell you, these are one of my first decks too, so this is old, but I did ask some stuff about you guys' abundance, your career, however it is, but a lot of cards came out, okay? And there's some good messages, so I'm definitely digging it, because it's talking about, your life purpose here, and also some other things. So I'm gonna pull some cards, tarot, to try to elaborate on something that may stand out. But it says, for some of you, right, with Maya, school, studying, and education helps your life purpose and your personal growth at this time. So you're being guided, and you're getting some help here with this process. So some of you guys want to go back to school. You've probably been feeling a call, right? You probably been studying something here, or even studying and learning your gifts that you have, okay? So continue to keep doing that, because that's definitely a part of the process here when it comes to your life purpose. And I'm learning that as we align with the divine's will on what we are supposed to be doing here on earth, the universe ends up co-creating with us. So we have our needs are met, literally, right? I haven't been working since May, because I'm on a summer contract. I'm a professor, and during the summertime I do teach some summer sessions, sometimes depending on if I have enough students for the summer, but I don't get paid bi-weekly, so I have to go a long time without a paycheck. But for the most part, I usually have to go out there and run and get me another full-time job for the summer just to survive. But lately, I've been just really focusing on my community, doing readings. I did start a t-shirt line for my Divine Feminines, because I am a Divine Feminine as well. And on top of that, I do natural hair. So I've been able to keep the flow of income balanced, but let's just say balance. It's not what I receive bi-weekly, but let's just say I don't, I'm still supported here. I'm still doing good. I still feel comfortable, and I'm able to still go out if I want to go get something to eat, so that's all good. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right. I'm changing my relationship with how I feel about money. I'm shifting from a lack mindset into one that's more of knowing that God is source, and that my needs are met, and everything is good. Like, I literally reach out to my angelic team all the time. Like, I need support. Okay, look, I need this. I got this bill that's getting ready to come out here in a couple of days. Can you help a sister out? Okay, that's how I talk to my team. All right, so if you hear a lot of thumping and screaming, y'all, my neighbor daughter just got that's what that is. But the next card here, Maya says, we strongly recommend that you continue with your education, because additional information and experiences will accelerate the fruition of your life purpose. You may worry about having the means to go, but don't worry about that. Everything is taken care of, especially if you ask. This educational process brings great rewards, and it enriches your understanding of your spiritual powers and accelerates your memory and motivation towards your life purpose. Okay, so you're going to be guided towards teachers, school, books, funds, schedules, all of that. Your resources are definitely being made available to you now, okay? And then with Akasha is saying you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life purpose. Okay, so I know for a fact this is a part of me too, because I am a part of the collective. But spiritually teaching, spiritually advising. If some of you guys are tarot readers too, just as much, this is what we do. It's not just us reading cards. We use it as a tool, but really we're taking our life experiences and what the information that we're receiving from heaven or 5D to help you guys to evolve in yours. Okay, and this says you have already helped many people by giving them guidance, advice, and messages. You have a natural gift for delivering just the right words, along with a healthy dose of comfort and inspiration. Now we urge you to be available for even more people. Your heart will tell you whether your teaching work will consist of writing, speaking, giving, workshops, or counseling, or you may be guided to spontaneously help people whom you meet at the store, at school, or at work. Please know that you are absolutely qualified and that we angels back you up with our supportive energy and loving words. This is your divine life purpose. Ask for help with your teaching work and we will do everything that we can. So that's dope, okay? And then the next one, Athena. It's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. All right, a lot of you guys are light workers like me. It's okay. This gift that we're given is coming from the divine. We can't abuse it, okay? We can't. We work for the light, okay? It's like, it's not even consciously, we probably feel convicted, you know, most time. It's like, I operate in both. I understand duality. So yes, I can be T and I can be a yoga, right? I can operate in my shadow. I can operate in the light. But I know how to bring balance to myself when it comes to that area. But it says you've been afraid of your own power. You have worried that others would disapprove of you or leave you if you allowed your true power to shine. You have also been concerned that you might abuse your power and that your masculine energy would become unbalanced. I'm here to help you reveal your power to yourself and others in a way that enhances your relationship, your self-esteem, and your life purpose. Your power comes from love from God. You who are made in the image and likeness of your creator have unlimited power within you right now. You aren't capable of abusing your power because your heart chakra has opened like a flower in bloom. Think of a person whom you admire, who is both powerful and balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Such power is beautiful. It also amplifies your spiritual healing and psychic gifts. You are a strong and powerful light worker, and God needs you to accept and reveal your power. Y'all getting new psychic experiences, y'all. New spiritual experiences are changing the way that you view the world and yourself right now. So allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Look, I love this. This money bag Mondays, but guess what? When you tap into your life purpose and you follow that, you are aligning with the divine's will. And in return, as your reward, look, you start to co-create financial wealth, health, money, love, all of that. Why? Because you are working for the divine. You're working to help bring other people closer to the divine, to their higher selves, and to the light. Okay, this is work. I call it light work. People are like, what you doing? I'm doing my light work. Okay, this is work. I'm working for the kingdom of heaven, of the divine, of the universe. However, this is what I do, and in return, the universe co-creates with me to make sure that my needs are met. Okay. So don't worry, you ain't going to struggle. You ain't going to want for nothing. Just put it that way. Even if it don't come financially, you'll have people that will come along and help you with certain things. Things like the government. It's like, oh, we can't evict nobody right now because we're in the middle of a pandemic. You'll get help. It's going to come in unforeseen magical ways. Okay, now, it's not your imagination. You really are psychic and you have connected with the spiritual world. These mystical experiences are occurring due to your increased spiritual openness, and because you have asked about your angels and your life purpose, I am a part of a large group of angels assigned to help those of you who have spiritual gifts. We will send you additional earth helpers, light workers like myself, okay, in the form of spiritual teachers, books, and classes, so that you may further open up to your spiritual abilities. Please don't be afraid of your gifts. Although you may have been teased or punished for being psychic in your childhood or past life, we can help you heal any fear that you may have about being psychic or spiritually gifted. Just ask for our help and it is given. The earth needs your help right now. We ask that you regularly send the divine love and light within you towards those who need it most. Simply hold the intentions of sending beams of loving energy towards any place, plant, animal, person, or situation, and it is done. We thank you for your earth angel assistance. Some of you guys are in the field of helping people when it comes to the matter of physical challenges in yourself or in others, because you are a healer. Okay, so you could do Reiki, you could do acupuncture, you might be a yoga instructor, you might be a massage therapist, you might be a nurse. However it is, you are a healer and you are being helped with that. Okay, so it seems like the overall theme for the message here is really to focus on your life purpose and your spiritual gifts. You want abundance? That's how you do it. That's how you get to where you want to be, aligned with your higher self and your purpose here in this world. If you want a life purpose read and hit me up, I do them too. Okay, if you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, I can help you out. Also remember here that whatever you're passionate about is what you're supposed to be doing in your life. Okay, some of you have a gift with working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or even parenting children. Okay, so definitely, if you're a daycare provider, or if you have children of your own, and that's what your sole purpose is to help them to grow and help them to develop their gifts, then that's what you should do, right? You may be, again, a teacher. You may teach small children. You may teach in a school setting. You may teach like me in a university, but that's your gift with working with younger people. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need. Just remember, God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Let me pull it up, because some of you have been praying and probably worrying of how you're going to pay this or how you're going to accomplish this. But God is source, right? Anything is possible is what I'm hearing. Serena. It says, God is the source of all your good. Release all of your cares and worries to me, and I will bring them directly to God. The more that you surrender the situation to heaven, the more open you become. Your openness, like outstretched arms, welcome the gifts that we bring to you. When you worry, however, it closes you down. It then becomes more difficult for us to deliver your gifts. You don't notice your gifts, or you push them away. God is infinite creativity, means that your financial support will come in unexpected ways. I just said all of that, right? One of the reasons why you worry is because you don't know how your money will be delivered to you. You can release these worries by completely relying on God's wisdom and care. Notice your repetitive thoughts, your feelings, and your ideas. They are our way of communicating divine guidance to you. As you follow these divine directives, your supply comes to you on the wings of angels without delay or reservation. The more that you can relax and trust, the faster we can bring these gifts your way. And check this out. Last card says Omega. Honey, that's victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. A lot of y'all are already on the right path. You are already aligned here with your divine life purpose. Congratulations. You have chosen to follow your divine guidance, and the universe is flowing in natural rhythm with your decision. When you listen to the messages that your heart whispers, you swim in natural synchronicity with the tide of your life purpose. Stay relaxed and confident, and keep moving forward with happiness and grace. If along the way you notice problems occurring, then it's time to stop and center yourself. When problems occur, it simply means that you are temporarily out of sync with the universe's rhythm. There is no need for an analysis or shame when this occurs. Simply pray or meditate, breathe deeply, and wait until you feel strongly about your next move. Your victory is inevitable, honey, in this situation. So you needn't worry that temporary problems will thwart your desire. Whatever happens is supposed to happen, and when it happens is the correct time. So release your doubts to heaven and rest assured that a happy outcome is yours. I needed that, because let me tell y'all, it be so difficult sometimes with delivering these messages to y'all. Why? Because every device that I got is a piece of crap. It's frustrating. So like, I could be in the middle of recording and my phone will just the whole camera app will shut down. Okay, the phone will overheat. It takes hours to upload videos, and it's like, I just want to record and do the daggone videos and get it to y'all. So this is why it takes time, because I can drop this one video, I gotta wait for it to download in order to upload it to the daggone YouTube. Okay, so that takes about 2 hours of my time, and then okay, it gives me a break, but I'm starting to try to like whoosah okay, and just pace myself and do some other things so I can recoup. But I'm so eager because I love to help you guys in this way. Okay, and I'm building, so that's what it's about. But in the end, the victory is yours. Even now, as you proceed into your life purpose here, You're winning. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot because I just want to basically see here. Let me pull one card from this, my angel tarot deck. Tell me about my collective's abundance, or in their career, finances, however it may be. Tell me about their abundance right now, so I can close this out here. That was all oracle right there, y'all. Thank you. It says, this situation doesn't deserve you, so release your attachment to the outcome. Okay, consider taking a more uplifting approach. So that's what you're supposed to do in regards to a situation that you are going through right now, involving your money, maybe where you work. Let's see, maybe a partnership that you may have. But let's talk about it, okay? Thank you. Show me what this Five of Michaels is referencing, Spirit. What situation doesn't deserve my collective? What attachments do they need to release to these outcomes? Okay, so Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy doesn't have to be a feminine person or a female. You may just operate in the feminine energies. But the thing is that with this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's abundant. As you can see, she's holding a pentacle, that's money. She's looking at it, right? So something here may make you feel like, it's like, you know how you're looking at it, you're observing it, you're analyzing it, like, is this what I want to do? Or, you know, just questioning some things, or maybe saying, is this enough? You know, I see a whole lot when I look at this card. But for the most part here, it's like, you care for your family, right? You have these domestic responsibilities, and you're also making a living for yourself, okay? But the thing is, you know, you got to be creative is what I'm also hearing. But you're creating financial abundance, literally. It's a healthy balance is what you are creating for yourself right now. And it's something here that's bringing an imbalance here to your situation with the Temperance card in the reverse. Okay, so the balance needs to be restored to your situation is what I'm hearing. So you may need to do some things in moderation instead of trying to do everything all at once. Remember, I was like, I want to get everything done, but I'm starting to learn that I have to just take my time and just flow with it, right? And just balance here. Okay, it's going to require patience, and it's going to require you to remain calm. Okay, even when you feel stressful, just remember what I was like, I just got to go woo-sa. Like, let me just breathe for a moment, okay? Because sometimes that's what it takes. It takes for you to be balanced, because things are always going to kind of like go a little haywire, especially when you're trying to create something for yourself. Now, something may have ended badly for you with the Ten of Swords in the past. An old situation may have ended badly, and you could be still holding on to it. There's some old pain there that needs to be dealt with when it comes to this area of your life. And really, when I tell you, when you have certain blocks, it cuts you off from all aspects of what you desire. So whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's health, when that block is there, it makes it hard for you to be able to manifest. So you definitely have to deal with whatever that old pain is and release it. Face the mirror. This is about your abundance, honey. So it's worth it. It's worth every attempt you make to try to heal yourself. Okay. And again, this is about your new beginning. So you have to take this leap of faith into getting into that new beginning. But in order to do that, you have to let go of the things that no longer serve you. So whatever that situation was that may have caused you some pain, deal with it. Okay. What was this painful ending? What was that old situation, Spirit? Let me do it again. Tell me about this old situation here that ended badly. Okay, so you were making some type of plans. I have King of Wands, so that's a masculine energy as well, but don't have to be. You just probably were just acting real masculine at the moment, okay, if you were female. But usually with the King of Wands, that's like fire sign energy. But the thing is you were taking charge over something, right? You had a lot of plans here. Even with your vision, you were definitely clear about what it is you wanted to manifest. And the opportunities is what I'm seeing. It was being presented to you with this. Okay, and I'm also feeling here that you guys are definitely natural born leaders. Okay, and with this King of Pentacles, this is another person's energy that's coming in here who probably was very self-absorbed, very shallow, selfish. Okay, as well. But for the most part, it's like they were in a situation for the wrong reasons. Let's just put it that way, okay? And it was more about their own personal gain. All right, but Spirit is still saying, regardless, even if that person wasn't ready to step in the role here with you, this could have been about a partnership or a co-worker or whatever, right? But whatever was happening here, Spirit is still guiding you to take a look at your relationship here that you also have with your money, with your career, with everything, right? And just really evaluate some things. If you were mismanaging something, take a look at that, right? If you were putting something before what was most important, take a look at that. Or even if you weren't doing any things and you were doing the right things, take a look at that, right? Or this person here that you were connected to or that you are connected to may have been mismanaging, the business, or may have been mismanaging the project, whatever it may be, right? So it's a lot of, this is a need to really just evaluate. Okay, but what I'm saying here is that with your vision is so strong, and you are able to translate that into something tangible because you have that confidence. So you like, all right, I know what I want to do, and you start to develop it is what I'm saying. But whoever this is, that I feel like it's someone else's energy coming in, they may have not been in alignment with the dream or the vision or the idea that you may have for yourself. I'm just saying they just weren't ready. Okay, and with this Nine of Pentacles in a reverse position, that's codependent energy, of course. All right, but again, if you're trying to create a stable foundation for yourself where you can just sit back and relax and just chill, enjoy your life, this other person didn't see the value of it, or they lack their own value. Let's just put it that way. They may not have felt that they was valuable enough to even meet the standards that you were at, because what I'm seeing here is that you probably are in your Nine of Pentacles energy. So you're very self-sufficient, you're independent. Like I said, it's like you are a person here who's confident and you're successful at attracting and managing what it is that you envision for yourself. Okay, and this person just wasn't there. They didn't recognize their own self-worth or their own value here. They questioned a lot of things about themselves. Okay, and with this Five of Wands here, it created, of course, conflict, a competitive environment. It's arguments, a lot going on. Okay, a lot. And then again, let me tell you, this is some crazy energy. Okay, because we got low vibing energy coming from masculine energies. All right, but with the Knight of Pentacles in a reverse position, you got to continue to keep planning is what I'm hearing, because you've done a lot of hard work, and the thing is what you're trying to get results. So what that means, you got to stick to a routine. You got to keep working on it because it's a goal of yours. So do that. You got to make this plan. Don't dream about it. If you are, work on it. Do it, because this is about your Nine of Cups. Regardless of who came into your life and who wasn't in alignment with what it is that you were trying to do for yourself, or this vision that you had for yourself, and they just wasn't matching that fly, oh well. Okay, because this is about you at the end of the day. You made a wish to the universe, right? So you're trying to manifest that. You're trying to manifest satisfaction, contentment, physical well-being, all of that, emotional stability. This is about your happiness. This person here that I'm feeling that's coming in, they just dreamers, all right? But for the most part here, have a plan, because you have the freedom to move forward. You have the freedom to take action fast on certain things, okay? They don't have that. They don't have that freedom to do that. But it's almost as if what I'm seeing here is like they just charge in. They charge ahead and they don't have an idea. They don't have a plan. They don't know anything that's going on here about what the next step may be. Okay, they just go in without this clear plan, but you're already in this energy here where you're developing something for yourself. Thank you. So don't allow fear here to keep you from moving forward, because that may impede your fullest potential. And it's something here that you need to make a decision about. But I'm gonna look into that card. So listen to your intuition about this and trust what you know to be true in this situation. What's this Two of Swords card here in the reverse position, Spirit? It's something involving other people, of course. It could be a community, it could be a network, it could be a business partnership, with the Three of Cups in the reverse. So somewhere here, you may not be clicking with others, or y'all just not in alignment with the same ideas, the same vision is also what I'm picking up. And then with the Moon card here next to this in the reverse, you have definitely gained some clarity here about this situation. Thank you. Show me what I need to see. It may have caused you a lot of anxiety before, but now you're releasing that anxiety, and I feel like the blindfolds are coming off. Thank you. Alright, so what I got here, King of Swords energy and the Lovers. It's like, definitely, you may need to set some boundaries here, or you may need to release or cut something off when it comes to a partnership with the Lovers in the reverse, because you guys aren't in alignment is what I'm seeing. It's like you guys have two different visions or goals for what your life purpose may be. Okay, you guys may have had some type of harmony or meaningful connection at some point, but the thing is, it's like your ideas of that vision isn't the same. So it's somewhere here where you may need to end something, or you may need to be a little bit more upfront in your communication about what it is that you desire for yourself. Some of you are working on new projects as well. And what I see again, remember I said you are a natural born leader already. But what needs to happen is it needs to be some type of open and raw honesty that's spoken here. Don't allow fear or anything like that, or any bad intentions or whatever to set in to disrupt here what you're trying to get to, right? Because the victory card is there all day long. Okay, and for the most part here with the Five of Swords here in an upright position, you know, there could be some conflict, or you may be having some type of conflict or disagreement here with someone, or to avoid that, you know, you don't want to walk away from this situation here with a sense of bad blood between each other because of the disagreement that you may have, or that could be brewing or coming, right? And when you definitely stand in your truth here and you align, of course, with what it is with your own integrity is also what I'm hearing, then it avoids conflict, unnecessary stuff, disagreements. Okay, because what you're following, the process you're following here, of course, because this reading is speaking a lot about your life purpose, it's like it's a set of values and beliefs that you have, and you're learning some fundamental principles right now. Okay, some of you are being guided by spiritual teachers. Again, some of you are the spiritual teachers and mentors, but when you realize you are your own teacher and the answers that you need are within, you don't always have to align yourself with everybody. You have to follow your path, okay, the one that was set out for you with this. Okay, and don't feel defeated or anything, but this is about your own path is what I'm hearing. So it's feeling heavy here that whoever you may be aligned with, or whoever you were aligned with previously before, that definitely was some type of ending between you two. So that is definitely some type of old situation that you don't need to align back with, because the path that you're going on is leading you in a different direction. All right, with the Ace of Cups here in an upright position, this is something here is definitely coming from the divine, the universe, right? And in that cup, what it's bringing you is that faithfulness, the joy, the fertility, the love, abundance, for the most part. Things are changing for you. You had a lot of negative changes and you were unfruitful here previously before when it comes to your career, your financial life, whatever that may be. You creating some type of abundance here or firm foundation. You were very unfruitful, but now the universe is opening up to you now and things are shifting. I'm hearing major changes. Major changes. You had a lot of competition too as well, and people were challenging your position for the most part. They want what you have. Literally, they covet what you have, and they're prepared to fight you for it. So it may seem like it's a lot of pressure that leaves you doubting yourself with this situation, but nah. Keep working to achieve your goals. You just got to make some better choices and channel your energy in the right direction. Don't make it where you make a choice based off of ego-based thinking, or you may feel defeated by a certain situation and you allow that to slow you down. Okay, because these other people, they do things through deception and underhanded. That's not you. You're looking to the future here. And what I see again is Omega. Your future is about to be victorious. So allow yourself to go through this transformation, because you're going into the beginning of a new life here. So it's a lot of major changes that's taking place. Again, remember I said, I'm like, feel like this may have been an old phase. That's the end of that phase. It's time for you to rise up beyond all of that here, okay? And face the change that's taking place here in your life, because it's happening, right? Things are definitely getting better for you. And what I'm seeing here is that good luck, good fortune, however it may be, good karma is making its return back to you at this time. So stay optimistic and have faith, okay, y'all? And that's one of the cards that came out too. positivity, faith, and optimism. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, so let me pull from my Moonology deck, and then I'm going to let y'all go. And that's it for Money Bag Mondays. Show me what I need to see from my collective to close this. Wow. It's some adjustments that may be required in this season. Okay, with adjustments are required. So let me read that card real quick, and then we'll end it. It says third moon, quarter moon. Here we go. It says, think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of it. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you get to where you want to be. So a change of course is in the forecast now. The recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what is time to let go of. So pay attention. Okay, so reevaluate your situation. Now, additional meanings to this card, it says your life may be out of balance, and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. So something new and exciting is around the corner for you. Trust may be required to move this situation forward. The teaching of this card says, it says here, at the time of the third quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving towards her full disappearance at new moon. So it says it is a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and to trust. Okay, so now it's time for you to move into a state of trusting when it comes to your life purpose. Some things here have to be released in order for you to be able to continue to move forward here. All right, and again, when it's about your life purpose, you're following a divine process. So things do happen in divine timing, and you got divine support, and on top of that, like, you're getting divinely guided ideas. So pay attention to your intuition. Okay, all right, y'all, so I definitely love you. Until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.